NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor.
And this is picked up by the Saints. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze now to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Check, 47. Watch the screen, Mike's 47. Mike's 40. Grade 15. 47 Mike.
Now Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
For the Saints.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
19-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 38, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Breeze.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Complete to
Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
74, 74. March 47. March 47. Run. 47, Mike. Grade 15. Grade 15.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
47's the mic.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 35. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
29-yard line.
From the 29, Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 14, Saints 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a pickup of 7, and it is also the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And some room to maneuver. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 76 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
As Sanders has it poked free, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Intercepted.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Gain of 7.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the 38.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles. Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Breeze's throw on target to Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Jared Cook.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 16. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Gain of 2 yards.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Carson Wentz.
Sheldon Rankins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Wentz going to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 29 yards.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Again, this is Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that's caught by Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
For the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap and then again to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running with power here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Saints 34, Eagles 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try now for Wentz. Now it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles get a score closer. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome. And this one's over.
Eagles 20.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Saints, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, any slim hopes that